Hi, I'm Amazon Q&A. I like to introduce people who are contemplating buying a product and have questions with people who have already bought it and have answers.
What are the measurements of this thing?
I don't know. I bought it as a gift.
Thanks! That's on the internet forever! Now we all know you can find any kitchen gadget you want under the sun at Amazon. These may be varying levels of quality and usefulness. And so sometimes it's nice to get information from those who went before you, usually in the forms of Q&As or reviews.
And we all know that those Q&As are also of varying degrees of usefulness. So let's have a little fun today and look at some more of the interesting responses.
First is the Good to Good silicone sponges holder. Kitchen sink organizer tray for sponge, soap dispenser, scrubber, and other dishwashing accessories. It just rolls right off the tongue.
So if you're buying something for your kitchen, you want to make sure it fits in the space you have available for it.
Like this person with their question, what are the measurements of this sponge holder? The answer? I did not measure, and it is at my new villa now, and I'm not there. It seems to be of a reasonable size, holds 2 sponges and my sink stopper with soap dispenser.
Well, at least it's a reasonable size.
That answers that question.
And they're not alone. Check out this one. This is the Peleg. Peleg? Peleg? Peleg. This is the Peleg Design Eggwins 3-in-1 cook, store, and serve egg holder. Penguin-shaped boiled egg cooker for making soft or hard-boiled eggs. Holds 6 eggs for easy cooking and fridge storage. This is an adorable product. I kind of need this. But if you're gonna dip some plastic into boiling water, you're gonna be a little concerned about what that's made of, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want it to be full of chemicals. And so someone asked the question, what is the exact material of this product? PPSU, PES, PP, Triton? I don't know what any of those things mean, but they asked. And the high quality answer they got in return, this is an excellent question. I do not know. And the box package has no mentioning other than dishwasher safe. Makes me wonder. It also made the person who asked the question wonder. And they asked, and then you did not answer them. Some of the other high quality answers that they got to that question, it's like a pliable plastic.
Oh.
Someone else answered, it's a sturdy plastic-like.
Pliable, sturdy.
Cheap plastic. Maybe between it's sturdy, it's pliable, but cheap. Maybe you can kind of figure out what it's made out of chemically. So I'm gonna beg all of you, if you don't know the answer to an Amazon Q&A, and Amazon emails you for an answer, just let it pass. Don't say, I don't know.
And if you must click, go ahead and click that button that they've provided that says, I don't know the answer.
Listen, Amazon calls, I answer. I don't really, that's how it works.
And sometimes it's not so much the answers, but the question that's asked.
Like in this Baby Cakes Mini Cake Pop Maker, Lilac 9 Pop. We have a top quality question here. Why does it only make 9 instead of 12? The answer, of course, is because you bought the 9 count machine instead of the 12 count machine. ... You know they wanted to put, you idiot.
More people answered that.
Speaking of genius questions, we have the Soft Soap Liquid Hand Soap, Coconut and Warm Ginger, 11.25 fluid ounce, 6-pack. So, how do you open the top? I'm having trouble. Also, left-handed?
You can't do this and this with the same bottle.
Sometimes the question askers and the answerers are on the same page, and they just have a little witty banter going back and forth.
Like with this Nostalgia pop-up 2 hot dog and bun toaster with mini tongs. Works with chicken, turkey, veggie link sausages, and brats. Pack of 1, retro red. Question. I imagine smelly puddles of hot dog grease at the bottom. Can you get inside to clean it?
New band name, Smelly Puddles of Hot Dog Grease. Take it away! I didn't realize they were a melodica Aerosmith cover band. Anyway, back to the hot dog toaster. Is there a foot-long extension available?
There is no foot-long extension available for this product, but if you buy a second toaster and hold it upside down over the buns and hot dogs, you will effectively be able to toast foot-longs. This is a problem solver.
I know, listen, that's a good one. And sometimes people just forget entirely where they are. I haven't heard of a foot-long extension, and I would think they would have to make a taller toaster for a foot-long hot dog. Sounds like a good question for Ask Amazon. I also enjoy it when the answerers use their ESP to really figure out what a questioner wanted. How long does it take to cook the dogs? I've not tried frozen hot dogs. I'm sure that would take longer. They knew you were talking about frozen hot dogs, even though you didn't include it in the question. They just...
Sometimes the questions are a little strange because there's another use for this item that you weren't expecting, like this spaghetti monster colander strainer. How big is this in hat sizes? I need to get my DMV photo updated. Big enough for sure. You'd have to be enormously round to find this snug.
It's a colander. And speaking of colanders, check out this review on this European-made colander strainer. Heavy duty, gray. It's a 5-star review.
5 stars.
What can I say about a colander? Disclaimer, I was reimbursed for this product to test and review it. Noodles and water go in, water comes out. It's a colander. It does what a colander should do. It is plastic and looks well built. I asked my wife what her favorite thing about this colander was. She said, quote, I don't know. The small holes? It's a colander. I don't know.
I don't know.
If you're looking for a colander and you like the looks of this one, look no more. Smash that buy now button and get ready for some pasta.
And then we have these wooden cooking utensils. Are these really cooking utensils or just a step up from the punishment of a wooden spoon? Asking for my brother.
Just a concerned brother, really. I mean, that, you know, he's just making sure the brother's gonna get taken care of.
Similarly, how do they hold up to a good whooping?
They're great, high quality, hold up very well. I love them. Clearly the whooping giver, not the whooping receiver on that one. And now we come to the Dash Go Everyday Mixer, pastel blue, of course. Sometimes in the Q&As, it's an unfortunate typo that really sets them apart, like this. Do this has a warrant? I agree. Physically going into your local sheriff's office or court clerk's office is really the only way to find out about an active warrant out on any kitchen appliance. Speaking of really good answers, can I replace the beater with one large one and then the dough hook too? I don't see how that's going to work because you have to flip the top to put the tools in, and then when you flip it back down and put it on the bowls, it's not gonna make it because it's not like it goes up and then you could push it up so it lengthens. It's going to be short, so it's not going to mix in that bowl. And I mean, if you put a deeper bowl on it and you can fit it, then maybe, but it's not gonna work.
I don't think it's gonna work. Usually it's really important that you read all the reviews to get a good idea of how this product performs. Like this GoWise USA 3.7 quart programmable air fryer. Overall, this has a 4.5-star rating with 11,000 reviews.
But when you scroll down and you check out the reviews, there are a couple telling 1-star reviews to look at. This one catches fire and it burned my countertop with a nice image. So, 5 stars. 1 out of every 11,000 of them catches fire. It happens. I like my odds. 1 out of 11,000.
Maybe there's something a little out of the ordinary about your product once it arrives and you need to ask others about it. Like this Kitchen Gizmo Snap and Strain purple strainer with clip-on silicone colander.
How many colanders are we gonna have in this video?
I can't fault this person for asking, why did you include a packet with almost a pound of ball bearings in the box?
No idea. Mine didn't come with ball bearings, and now I'm jealous. There is a chance that the seller is just a little off. Check out this review. Bad product, annoying seller. This product was poorly made. It didn't fit tightly enough to actually strain anything. Everything just poured out no matter how I tried to use it. I returned it immediately. However, what bothers me the most about this product is the constant barrage of emails from the seller asking me for reviews. I initially wasn't gonna leave a bad review and just quietly return the faulty product, but they just kept messaging me over and over again, even after I asked them to stop. So here it is. The strainer doesn't work and the seller is annoying and harasses the customer. Maybe now they'll stop sending the emails. But sometimes the answers are a little over the top, like on this Ozeri scale. But before we get to that, if you've liked this video so far, hit thumbs up. If you wanna see more, hit subscribe. Okay, question. Could this scale be used to weigh a small cat under 10 pounds if I put the cat in a box?
Schrodinger's cat. Lol. Patricia used her name even. Patricia, I use my scale to weigh my parrot. I just have to get him to hold still for a second, which I do by holding an almond in front of him. Cats usually momentarily freeze when they see something interesting to them as well. Alternatively, you could make an odd sound like a distressed mouse squeak. Your cat will probably freeze at that in order to determine where the noise is coming from. Let the cat play in the box before you put it on the scale, so he or she will be used to being in it. Very helpful, Susan.
Thank you, Susan. First off, I use a scale to weigh my parrot. Let me regale you of the story of the parrot weighing and how I do it. Top 3 tips for weighing your parrot. I use an almond. Distressed mouse squeak. Patricia, I know you know how to do this. Don't lie to us.
Now, if you would like to see an overly helpful review of this scale and several others, we have a video including this scale review.
We do. We do not measure or weigh a cat or a parrot in a box.
No, we don't.
With or without almonds.
But this item actually has several other overly helpful answers to this question. Does it also go negative? For example, if I have a bowl with food in it and tear it, then remove some of the food, does it show a negative number?
Answer. I also needed to know if it would go negative. The reason we use the negative measurements is this. If I'm making a recipe and I need to add 20 grams of honey rather than messing with the measuring cup, you could put the open honey jar, you don't want to include the cap weight, on the scale, tear or zero it. Then pick up the honey, put in what you think is about 65% of your desired weight, then put the honey jar back on the scale. The amount it shows is in a negative number is the number of units, for me, usually grams, that you added to your recipe. Repeat pouring in until the scale registers as a negative number what you were looking to add. In this example, at the end, it would say minus 20g. So an appropriate answer to this question would just be
Yes.
yes. Another answer, no. Food scales usually don't go negative.
Yes, they do.
This scale definitely does. Another one, yes. If you leave a bowl on the food scale, tear it and remove some of the food, the scale does show a negative number. Great, good answer. Way to go.
Thank you, Shawnee.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. 4th answer down has to get to that. Next one though, I don't have the scale. Good leading off with that.
That's it for today. Keep leaving those helpful reviews and answering questions on Amazon. We'll see you next time. But not if you don't own the product. Don't answer. If you don't know, don't answer.
Don't answer.